Hey folks, it's the video you've all been waiting for. We are gonna quote unquote murder out the rims. We're gonna do black Plasti-Dip on the wheels, and I'll just show you what. I've done this before. I had a Jeep Wrangler before and I did it with the stock wheels on that. I'm not gonna pull the wheels, and I'll show you how I'm gonna work around that. But our first step is we need to clean the wheels. So they need to be washed and dried really well. It's 91 degrees or something today. Hopefully all this dries quick. I'm hoping it helps with the Plasti-Dip to dry quick also. Let's give this a shot and see how it looks. To hopefully speed up the drying process, just ran and got a towel. I'm just going to wipe them down real quick. Hopefully that'll get us painting faster. Right now, it's kind of like watching paint dry. We're just going to hang out for a little bit. If it wasn't middle of the afternoon and I didn't have places to go, be a perfect time for Steve Wallace Step 2. Hopefully a lot of you folks have seen Steve and know his channel. Huge inspiration for me for his camping exploits. He's done it all. So he does. I feel bad for him. He gets called out a little bit because he'll do stealth camping, and it's a pretty solid debate. You know, he'll go sleep in the woods in a park and people are like, hey, there's a lot of folks doing that. Not by choice. I think it's awesome. I think he's bringing awareness to camping and all the things you can do. Man, did he enlighten me. Man, just keep it simple and get out there. You don't really need much. I don't need air conditioning. I don't need a max air fan. I don't need running water in my van. Just get out there, you know? Go make it happen, camp a few times, and you'll figure it out real quick, like, holy cow, I need this. Or, man, why am I driving this thing all over? I don't need this thing. Really appreciate Steve, and his wife passed away a few months ago, and that's just been horrible. Feel horrible for the guy. Steve, I know you won't watch this, but if you're ever down Midwest, Step 2s are on me. All right, it is 91. I am hot, and hopefully this will dry quick enough and we can get going. So what we're gonna do now, go take the ride on Instagram. Showed me, actually responded to a comment I made. They had just done this with their rims. When I did this before, I had a 2007 Jeep Wrangler. I did it on the stock wheels. I pulled all the wheels, so there wasn't any brake rotors to worry about or anything like that. I just pulled the wheels, had it up on blocks for hours, and just did all four of them that way. I didn't want to have to pull the wheels this time, so they said, take some trash bags, and it usually takes about, I figured out it takes about 2 per wheel. You thread a trash bag in underneath the rim. Make sure those brake calipers and pads are covered. Make sure the rotor's covered pretty well. Get a trash bag in there, and you can leave the wheel on before you start painting. So like I said, it takes, I'm gonna go grab another one, just run one along the bottom, and I'm gonna go do that on all 4 of the wheels while they're drying. Really great idea. Then all you gotta do is, you know, there'll be some overspray. All you gotta do is pull these bags out when it's dry. Genius. We got the bags in. I'm gonna go around one more time. As I was putting the bags in, I could tell there was a little puddle of water on the bottom of the rim. Gonna go around one more time. We might have to wait about 10 minutes, dry them off, and then we'll talk about the Plasti-Dip. 3 hours later. All right, we're getting close for the Plasti-Dip. So what I learned, and all this I learned from YouTube myself, and like I said, I had a 2007 Jeep. I think it was like 2009, 2010. that I did the rims with Plasti-Dip. The cool thing with Plasti-Dip, if it gets scratched or something happens, and I was really surprised, I did some hardcore off-roading in that Jeep. And I don't think I ever really had a nick or a scratch, you know, through prairie grass, rock, all that. It holds up really well. If you do get a scratch or something does happen, all you got to do is hit that little spot with some more Plasti-Dip. You know, instead of spending, you know, 250 bucks a piece on rims, I don't know, a can of this was 13. But the key, you want to start with a really, and it's kind of crazy, but you want to do the thinnest first coat you possibly can. Trying to create a bond, and you want a little bit of Plasti-Dip and a little bit of rim showing after that first coat. And it is important, because then the next coat, you're just kind of filling that in and then filling it in. It really creates a really strong bond. And I think I ended up doing, I want to say almost 5 coats to get this done on the Jeep. And it'll be about the same. The Jeep wheels were quite a bit bigger. We'll see how many cans I go through. So we're going to start with, and you do got to make sure these are shaken really well. We're going to start with a really light coat, and I'll show you what I mean with that. Time for round number 2 on the Plasti-Dip. I am battling some water is trickling out from behind the rim. There's like a plastic decorative cover on there, and I've got water trapped up underneath there. So I'm using the leaf blower and doing my best to get that all blown out. But it's looking good. I'm gonna like the wheels black, but I just need that water to quit seeping out of there. Seeping is always a good word, isn't it? All right, second round. It is still very warm out. So I'm getting ready to do the third coat. I keep having to dry with the my leaf blower. There's just water stuck behind that decorative cap, so I've been trying to get that out of there. Not a big deal. The Plasti-Dip, it's kind of amazing how resilient, and just, I'll wipe it, kind of respray, touch it up. Looks like nothing ever happened. I'm gonna do coats 3, 4, and 5. I'm not going to film them. It all kind of looks the same. I'm just spraying Plasti-Dip. What's surprising is I'm still just on that first can. I am not going through it like I thought I was going to. This might just be 2 cans total. I don't know if they might take them back. Definitely keep 1 just for touch-ups. But it's not taking as much Plasti-Dip at all that I thought it was going to. So I'm going to get coats 3, 4, and 5 done to my satisfaction. And as soon as we're all done, I'll check back in. Well, I apologize for how I look. This has been, maybe don't do this on a 90-degree day. It has been good. The Plasti-Dip has dried really quick, and I think we're about done. You want to see how this looks? Let me know what you think. That would be how you Plasti-Dip your rims. Thanks for being here on this episode. I am going to grab a cold beverage, take a shower. Oh man, it's been kind of an afternoon, but worth it. Super cool. Saved probably, what, 200, 250 bucks on a rim per wheel. So we'll see how it holds up a little bit, and I will update on a future camping video. Well, thanks for being here. We'll see you guys on the next adventure. It's been good, fun stuff here.